Why do white people claim that South Africa is their land?
Because let me say it like this: as an Afrikaner, right, a European descendant of Dutch and German and French settlers, at the end of colonialization in Ghana, the French colonizers could go back to France. The Germans in Namibia could go back to Namibia. The English that were here in South Africa could go back to England. After the Groot Trek, when the Afrikaner people were formed, they were no longer Germans and Dutch and French. They created their own people here, intermixing with local groups, other Europeans, even Malayan people. And they became the Afrikaners. So at the end of colonialization in the 1950s, 1940s, or whenever, when all of these Europeans could say, let's go back, it's the end of the gold rush now. What did Afrikaners say? They couldn't say, let's go back home, because they no longer had a home. They are no longer French and German and Dutch. They became Afrikaners. So the French didn't want them. The Dutch didn't want them. And we created a cultural lineage to Africa, right? Because we've been in Africa 400 years. To us, it feels, at what point do we start feeling more African and less European? And that is what I've been advocating for. I've been advocating stop as white Afrikaners and even whites as a whole. Stop advocating for the West. Stop tying yourself to Amsterdam and Berlin and all of that. You no longer belong there. You belong in Africa. And your future, whether prosperous or bad, depends on you and what you make of it. So if you make Africa prosperous, Africa is going to thrive. But if you want to make Europe prosperous whilst in Africa, Europe is going to thrive, and you are not going to thrive.